Welcome to Tamer Bowling Video Ball Reviews. We need your support, so if you like what we do, please support us by joining our Patreon page. Visit our partner pureatbowling.com and use the special code TAMER when making a purchase to be entered into a monthly drawing. I want to thank Limerick Bowl for their support. If you're in the area, don't forget to visit Limerick Bowl in Limerick, Pennsylvania. Today we have for you the Hammer Statement Hybrid. We're testing on a 40-foot medium house shot and a 40-foot Kegel Abbey Road pattern. First impressions, the hybrid is a little less angular than the Pearl, a little less ball than the Solid. The Statement Hybrid offers a different look than the other two, and it's definitely worth a look. For value, I'm giving this one a B+. Some seem to be bothered by this score, but it fits right in between the Statement Solid, which I gave a B, and the Statement Pearl, which I gave an A-. It's going to come down to usability for me, and it's in between the other two balls, like I mentioned. Overall, we gave the Statement Hybrid a B+ on house shot, B+ on sport shot. The big thing for me with the Statement Hybrid was it allowed me to play in my sweet spot. If I can be right around the third arrow, I'm comfortable. It may sound weird to focus on some spot on the lane, but house shots are generally designed with a wall of oil between 8 and 8, there or thereabouts, so you want to come out of the pattern at the right time to generate the right type of angle to carry on house shots. Long story short, this ball is strong enough to allow me to play in the oil with a belly into the dry. It generates the angle needed to work. If I miss out, it came flying back, throw it right, and it looks sweet. I love when big ASIMs can generate angle that's also heavy rolling. The more direct shot, moving the breakpoint in, didn't overskid as it simply looked as good as the other shots. James was next, and with his style, he had a good look, but not as good as mine. Overall shape was a little smoother than what I saw as it transitioned through its phases. Just to pick up on the deltas a bit, it deflected more for James through the pins than it did for me. Where I had really good drive, it kind of looked like it always wanted to, but didn't always quite complete that roll phase. It's like it scooted too long before getting into the final roll phase. When he went more direct, it just seemed to actually have less energy, like it was bleeding through the earlier friction. Overall, he did have very good pocket control with reasonable forgiveness in both directions. For Bryan, his look was as good as mine. He felt like he could send it to the friction and watch it peel back without issue. He had good carry, good drive. I recall that he also had a nice look with the previous Statement balls, so no surprise there. Ultimately this is an ASIM that is clean, but enough late mid-lane transition to give Bryan that good look he seeks from these type of balls. You'll see that misses in definitely did not hold. Missing out was definitely the better play. We also tested on the 40-foot Kegel Abbey Road pattern. I really like the Statement Hybrid on this sport pattern. I had the same good look as I did previously, and just as I mentioned with Bryan, don't miss in as it will not hold. But missing out gave me that nice sweeper carry. For James, it's not much different than what he saw on house. It's just a little more finicky for him on the sport shot. That slower, later transition just meant that he got more deflection and less forgiveness. Missing out was not as good as it was for Bryan and I, while misses in still don't hold. Bryan saw an excellent ball reaction as well. He saw a big move and just really good drive. He could stay in his comfort zone. The Statement Hybrid was the easiest ball to strike with in our test session for him. Oh, and if I didn't say it yet, this one is really pretty. That blend of aquamarine, silver, and black looks really nice. In the end, this ball was comfortable to throw, almost like a glove on the house shot. The Statement Solid was very strong while generating enough angle, but it forced me a little deep. The Statement Pearl was more angular, but really covered about the same amount of boards as the Solid. This one is just right in the middle, being pretty clean, generating angle, while also not requiring me to open up my angles as much as the Solid did. Final thoughts, I'm not going to use the term Goldilocks for the hybrid as the Statement line is really good top to bottom. This one isn't as angular as the Pro, it isn't as strong as the Solid, And that's not a bad thing, as its distinction allows you to more clearly understand when to select it from the 3 balls based on the conditions you're seeing. Ultimately, this was fun to throw.
I need to tell you what Tamer Elbaga reviews.